and I've just been watching like all the old Cinemassacre, like Monster Madness. Because as soon as October hit, I was
The
like,
top 10 scenes that have nothing to do with the scene where the monster throws the girl into the lake.
yeah,
It's my favorite top 10 video of all time.
he had one, like, it wasn't Monster Madness, but it was like top 50 shark movies, and he gave like a 5-second like description of like every single one. Like, he did not go into detail with any of them. He just basically said like, this happens in the movie, this is why this is here.
I didn't know there were 50 shark movies.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? There's like 8 million.
I don't know if I see 50 movies in a whole year. And he's seen 50 movies about sharks.
It's just 50 movies with sharks, so I don't know if it's like specifically shark movies.
Well, that's...
But I think they
still a
were.
lot of
I think they
sharks.
were specifically shark movies. A lot of them were like old exploitation films after Jaws. But I mean, real talk, that's bound to happen anyway, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh god, I gotta fix them. I'm here sitting all comfortably, and you guys are probably really far away. And
I'm still gonna sit comfortably.
okay, this needs to. Did you hear this?
I will later.
Oh god, you know what? I'm gonna sit over here. You know what? I don't want to ruin your ears more than you're about to be ruined by listening to us anyway.
Yeah. We'd rather that our opinions ruin your brain than our words ruin your ears.
Thank you. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. This is weird now,
Speaking of which, it's time to talk about movies that are technically like kind of dumb, but are good.
So before you get into your spiel, I want to talk about I saw Venom on opening night, and I won't spoil anything about the movie. Anyone wants to see it, but fuck you, it was good. I was in the theater and like opening night, right? So it's packed. And there was 3 or 4 kids sitting in the row in front of me. And I looked down like a couple times. I thought I saw something. I was like, what the fuck? And this kid's holding his phone up. And he's live streaming the whole movie on Instagram.
What?
Like, I was like, what? I thought he was recording it at first. And then I saw like a couple lines. And I was like, those are comments. I was like, what the fuck? He's live streaming this whole thing. Like, holy shit. And like, the movie's long. Like, it's 2 hours and a bit, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's about 2 hours long.
Yeah.
And like, he didn't do the whole movie, but like, he got almost all the way through until the third
Why
act.
would you stop at that point?
I feel like he got taken down. Like, I feel like he probably got taken down.
It's possible that they have a way to.
Yeah. But like, I seen like the lines and stuff, whatever. It looked like there was a lot of people watching.
Gen Z really is taking over, hey?
Fuck, man. I was just like, what the hell?
They don't film movies
And I
to
thought,
pirate them. They
yeah,
stream
I
them.
thought it was like I thought he was recording it at first. So when I was about to leave the theater, I was about to text the guys and be like, yo, if you see a good rip of Venom online, you'll probably hear me. Like,
John's loud reaction.
just like you see something happen.
Ha! My name's John.
Hi, I'm John Lee.
Welcome to my rip.
No, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say, because it was
weird.
It was so weird. Like, I figured he was just recording it at first. I'm like, whatever, you're recording a movie, like, scumbag, but still, like, that's what I would have expected. But it was specifically live streaming on Instagram.
Why?
So weird.
Yeah, between that and like the Fortnite dances, I really do feel like the very first signs
Yeah.
of
Being dissociated
Yeah.
from youth.
Oh no.
This is bad. Not really feeling that before until now. You can finally look at the previous generation. You have that look on your face where you're like, I'm so ready. Quinn? I don't know, you have that look on your face.
Honestly, what's going through my mind right now is just like...
Where do I start?
I still kind of understand youth culture. Everything is crossovers now. If something gets popular, it goes into everything. Especially Fortnite.
Yep.
If something's popular, just
But I mean, like,
put in Fortnite.
let's be real. That's smart. Like, from a business
From like a
standpoint.
business, I mean,
that's smart.
it totally devalues a lot of stuff.
But they don't care. They made a quick buck in the moment.
It's like the Marvel universe too, of just
Yeah.
mellowing everything into one giant.
And I feel like that's the thing, like, where internet culture is so quick now, and anything older than like a week is just dead.
It is very internet as said.
Absolutely.
Even though like Marvel is movies and stuff, it has like
the
nature of just mashing characters together.
I'd still believe
that's very internet.
No, I would still believe that even in film, like, it's very in the moment. Like, they don't give a shit about what this means later on.
No, yeah, but like I think that's
a quality they've.
That's
okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's like post Guardians of the Galaxy, where part of I think whether or not shots are gifable or make good gifs is an actual consideration in the movie.
Yeah.
I thought about that like after seeing Infinity War. I was like, some of the goofs in it, and the whole idea of him like snapping and everybody turns into poo dust. Like I was like, they knew they were gonna start like memes and shit about this, didn't they?
Well, I mean, the original comics was him snapping too, so.
I guess, but like.
Sorry for.
Yeah,
raining on your parade.
I mean, that may be true.
But I agree what you mean, yeah.
It's gotta be weird, like, consciously knowing, like, someone's gonna turn this into someone's gonna use this.
Knowing that something you did is gonna turn into a meme is very cursed, I think.
That's the epitome.
I feel like that would creep me out.
Yeah. If I pulled, like, a Marty McFly and, like, went into the future and got, like, instead of a sports almanac, I had, like, a meme Bible, a meme thesaurus. And I would look at it and I'd be like, this meme took place
meme
in
thesaurus. If you want to use
the
Drake meme, you can alternate it for the car swerving off the highway.
Yeah. Like I was looking at like if I went into the future and like found like a fucking just a big old file of just like all these memes that were popular back like in my time. In my time period, if I read that moths were gonna be a thing, I'd have shit my pants. And guess what? I am now. I fucking love the moth meme.
I love the, you were sending the beavers.
Log.
Zooms in on the calculator.
The best one I saw about that was like, it was this light fixture at IKEA, and it was a giant circle, and there was like the lighting fixture was inside of it, but the outside is made of wood. So it was like it was the Loops cat, the moth, and the beaver, and they were all like, oh, a loop light that's made of wood.
Wow.
Just hit all the fucking. Just hit all the fucking sweet spots there. Love it.
Yep. It creeps me out when meme characters get turned red and then they have the glowy eyes. That
creeps
me out, honestly. Oh, I'm gonna go on a tangent train to delay my own inevitable talking points. I was in class the other day, and so like for one of the courses we have to record sound effects. So we get these little like Sony sound recorders.
Okay.
And they have this little like display that's got like battery and like time and like
yeah, I think
just a bunch of like
I think I've seen those
stuff you would expect to see on a sound recorder, and it's just this like tiny little like my hands are really close together, by the way. And and it like there's no like it's not like backlit. It's just kind of like greenish gray.
Oh, so it's
got
like old Game Boy kind of like it's just a grayscale kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was looking at it, and I put it down, and I was talking to some of the guys in my class. I was like, I feel claustrophobic when I look at streams like that. I just look at them and I'm like, I feel trapped inside of this screen.
There's so little information you can get.
Yeah.
It's not trying to bombard you. It's literally just showing you all you need to know about this device.
And
which, honestly, I don't know. To me, I feel like I'd be refreshed.
But
oh my god, that's all I need to know.
And it reminded me that I've been playing Pokemon Leaf Green, but I've been using the DS Lite because I can't use the Game Boy anymore. The screen is sunken in, and there's no backlight. And that freaks me out. I'm just like
you never had one of those little fucking coil lights that like hooked to the top of it and
we definitely did.
The book lights. Oh man, I love
still
those.
know where they are now.
Because I remember I had a Game Boy Advance, and then later on my brother got an SP, and I was so jealous because that fucker
Man.
was backlit.
All the fucking kids had SPs, and I had the OG Game Boy Advance. I was like...
I still remember too. I got my OG Game Boy in 2001, and the very first game I got with it was Mega Man Battle Network 2. And I played the shit out of that game so much that the internal battery clock ran out.
Nice.
And so did my one for Sapphire.
Nice.
So it would never be nighttime, and I could never get a certain berry, and I stopped playing the game.
Mine still has it, which I guess means I haven't been hardcore enough. I didn't play the shit out of
my
it.
Pokemon Ruby one is dead.
Brutal.
But it was like, you can still play the game though. And I was like, cool.
Yeah.
I don't care about time.
I'm playing Pokemon Ruby.
My time is worth nothing.
Yeah, my time is worth fucking nothing.
Alright. Now it's time.
Oh yeah, this is a movie episode, by the way.
If you couldn't tell.
I'm really worried about how long you're gonna make this.
Probably not that long.
Okay.
I don't,
You want to talk about other movies first? Like, how much do you want to hype this up?
I hyped it up too much.
You've
already.
hyped it up
Alright,
for
let's start
us
with the
anyway.
Okay, so I've started seeing movies alone because it's hard to coordinate with people because everybody's busy.
It's true.
It's a call out post, bro. I'll take
no,
it.
It's cool. We've been
I'll
incredibly
take
difficult
it.
to deal with.
Especially me
And
lately.
the thing is, actually, we were talking about this when we saw Venom, that like, even more so than the summer, there's an insane number of movies out right now and coming out in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. Oh
that
yeah.
are
Like in like the
definitely
last
worth
2 or
seeing.
3 weeks,
Oh, yeah.
there were like 4 movies you wanted
Holy
to see
shit.
that we didn't see.
Yeah. So, I went to see the movie The Nun, which is the 5th movie in the Conjuring.
There's 5
franchise.
movies?
What about The Conjuring?
The Conjuring.
Oh,
The
you're
Conjuring
right.
2,
You're right. Yep.
Annabelle 1, Annabelle 2, and The
Oh
Nun.
shit,
Yeah,
okay.
The Nun
I was
is
gonna say
the
5.
highest grossing movie in the series.
What the fuck?
More than The Conjuring?
The Conjuring series is the highest grossing horror movie series.
Are you fucking serious?
More than Friday the 13th and
More than,
Saw,
like, Saw?
and Alien.
More than Saw.
More than Saw.
That's hard to believe, honestly.
It is hard
There's
to
like
believe.
twice
That's
as many
extremely
Saw
hard
movies.
to
How hard
believe.
to
Half
believe
as
it
many
is.
movies.
I read it, and then I said it to my parents, and they were like, yeah, Quinn, that's not real. And then I looked it up more, and it is.
What the fuck?
That's so fucked.
Oh my
And
god.
Are there diehard Conjuring fans?
Yes, it's me.
It's just
Is
me.
there a Conjuring wiki with the lore?
And
I mean,
here's
I
the
guess
thing.
there is now. That's what you're gonna go
The
on
Nun.
about, right?
Oh, about to find out.
The Nun is not the Avengers of the Conjuring universe. The Nun is like Captain America, the first Avenger.
Oh shit.
Okay.
This is the one that kind of starts it all. Because in this movie takes place in the 50s.
Oh my god, there is.
And they go to this castle that's like this abandoned nunnery. Or not
Holy
abandoned-
shit.
I don't know. There's not a lot of people there.
Quinn is not wrong. I just looked up the Conjuring universe and they have made $1.5 billion
Yeah.
off 5 films. And their budget for total budget for the 5 films, $103 million.
Which is a
That's
huge
fucking
profit margin.
chump change.
That's like 15
Think about it
times
like
the
this.
term.
I think Saw had like $1 million budget, not even.
Yeah, the first one was.
The
really
first one had
low.
like $1 million budget, and I think they like made it back like tenfold.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That was the whole... That's why Paranormal Activity blew up. Because it was like...
It's cheap as dirt to make.
Yeah.
That's why the Saw movies were made so
Yeah.
many, because they were just like, this is so fucking cheap to make.
Yeah,
and we can just...
Saw was like a yearly haunted house for people to just
Exactly.
go and
Yeah.
do the same thing again.
Which
I, think
I-
I was on board with them.
Which I do appreciate, but I don't really like Saw because I'm not into the whole gore thing.
Oh god. I'm one of those people who are like, not like gore porn, but like if you give me a good gore
Well,
scene, I'll
you
be
know
like,
what?
man, yeah, there it is.
I mean, we're gonna talk about another movie.
Like,
that
real quick tangent train. My
Yeah.
favorite, speaking of gore, my favorite like scene of gore in any movie was probably in Dawn of the Dead.
the
where-
Snyder one.
No, the one where they had like the zombies in the mall, and no, wait, was it the one in the mall or was it the one where they were in the underground complex? It was the second or third one. Anyway, regardless, it was part of the Dead series.
Yeah.
And when I was watching the Dead series, there's a scene in it where one of the guys gets his like head ripped off,
Right.
and it's all practical effects, but like he's screaming. But while he's screaming, he's getting his head ripped off, and they're stretching his vocal cords. So you hear him go, "Ah!" And it's like, they're like stretching the vocal cords off his throat when he's pulling his head off, so you just hear like his scream go and like really high pitched and then
super gross. That's
I love it. I was like watching it and I was like, oh man.
And whoever thought of that got a bonus.
Oh, Tom Savini, man. He did all the fucking practical effects for the George Romero films.
Yeah.
Love that, man. Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
About The Conjuring.
Right. So, I was reading just about the whole series. And so, like, the Conjuring series is pretty well rated.
Yeah.
And it's done well financially, which makes it, on both sides, the only other cinematic universe to do well besides Marvel. The Marvel Cinematic Universe and the Conjuring universe. Now, DC exists, but... Okay, John, just talk. John, just talk.
Godzilla. Go on.
Oh, well, that's a whole lot. That's... Yeah, I guess that counts, actually. Well, I mean, that was before they coined the term, but...
Yeah,
Go
what
on.
What about Harry Potter?
That's not a cinematic universe. That's just a
It's
series.
just one series.
It
Well,
is
I
now.
guess I don't know if it is
No,
now.
it is
'cause there's
now, I guess.
Fantastic Beasts. Fantastic Beats.
Okay, anyways.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so The Nun, it takes place in the 50s, and they're in this nunnery, and this is a prequel, but they give backstory to the prequel, so even further into the past. And the movie goes a little bit Dark Souls looking here, because, and it's super weird, because I'm watching this movie, and, like, it hit me really fast that I was like, oh, this movie doesn't take place in a haunted house like every other Conjuring movie. This takes place in a castle.
Oh.
Like a Dark Ages Christian castle.
Okay.
And the backstory that they talk about is a dude trying to open a portal to hell in the basement. And he does. And that's where the evil nun comes from.
So is it an evil nun or is it just a nun possessed?
I don't know. I guess it's an evil nun.
So like an
Because
evil nun
when it-
came out of the
Because
portal
it
of hell?
comes up and it tries to possess people, but when it comes up, it's already a nun. So I guess it's just already...
That's strange.
That is weird.
I never... Did I just blow
But
your
it's
mind?
weird because in this flashback, like, my brain keeps thinking you're watching a Conjuring movie. As I'm seeing, like, Templars running in, because they stop the guy from, like, opening the portal all the way, and they seal it in the basement. And the guy opening the portal's, like, got all of these crazy red robes, and his arms are all, like, fucked up, and there's, like, magical swirly bullshit flying around, and I'm like, this is so fucking weird. And the movie opens with scenes from The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2, which refer to this nunnery. And it ends with how this movie ties into the next ones. So this one's kind of like Zelda Monopoly and how it ties all the timeline together.
Oh yeah, very important.
And so, here's the main moment of this movie that broke my brain open. It's at the very end of the movie, so heavy
course.
spoilers. So, the way they close the portal to hell is they have this, like, it's like a glass egg, and in it there's like a vial in the shape of a cross that's full of the blood of Christ.
You
The
just have
blood
those
of
kicking
Jesus
around.
Christ. They have the blood of Christ.
So they just have
And
that
so at
kicking
the
around.
end of the movie, these three people find where the blood of Christ is hidden, and they go down to the basement to use it on the nun.
Oh my god.
And so they go in, and they immediately all walk in different directions. Like, they climb down a ladder, and immediately just two to the sides, and one goes forward. And I was like,
This is fun.
movie, you're the fucking best. This is fucking rules.
Oh my god.
Tangent train, because I just remembered this movie has other things that don't make sense. So, The Conjuring is about demons and ghosts, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. So, in this movie, people hit ghosts with shovels. Which means, in the first Conjuring movie, when the police guy had the shotgun and was gonna shoot a ghost, he wasn't far off. That would've worked.
Y'all laughed at me.
And you know,
5 movies later, we got him.
and you know how, like, the idea of implied action kind of makes the movie Annabelle funny because you have to picture the doll, like, flying up and drawing on all the walls and
Yeah.
stuff? In this movie, a ghost buries a guy alive. And the ghost is like a child, like a 10-year-old.
Oh.
So, like, digs up a grave, puts a guy in it, and then buries it.
It's commitment.
And then later, that ghost gets hit with a shovel, and he dies.
The ghost dies.
I mean, he stops. It makes a noise, and he stops coming after
Does it make
him.
like a...
Yeah.
What? So ghosts are just hollow. Just
Like, either that was the ghost, or, like, that was the one zombie in the movie. Accidentally. Anyway.
Were they actually like... So when you say ghost, like, I've never seen this movie, so when you say ghost, I imagine...
Well, it's just a person.
I imagine, like, a Casper-esque being. Like, glowing white, and then just... Boom! So
No, it's just like a person, but, like, because of the context, you know they're not really there.
okay, that's what
Right?
I wasn't sure. I was just like, what the fuck?
But then they just hit him with it. Anyway. So at the end of the movie, they go down and they all separate because they're really smart people. And then the main character, who has the blood of Christ with her,
just have to make a real...
the nun. So it reaches the actual full climax of the movie, and the nun demon. Just kind of suspend some disbelief here. The nun demon is strangling her underwater. Which is, I guess, how they do things.
Alright.
And now...
Isn't that called a baptism? I haven't been to church for a while, so I don't know. Jacob's not here, I can't ask him. Go on.
And so, I'll tell you what happens, and then you can piece together the implied action.
Oh, God.
He's choking the main character underwater, and then she pulls her up for whatever reason, and the main character opens her eyes and spits the blood of Christ out of her mouth at the demon. Which means while underwater getting strangled, she opened the thing, drank the blood of Jesus Christ, and then spit it in the demon's face. What?
That's so nuts.
I can only imagine, like while underwater, just, like, opening the vial, and as soon as you open it, it just immediately starts to dissipate,
Yeah.
and you just go... like, you have to go really quick just to be like...
And she was being strangled.
Yeah, so she's trying to drink it, but it's like there's just these arms here. She's like...
And what's even more insane
And
is
the nun didn't see any of
the
that.
demon doesn't notice.
The nun's... Because she's strangling her, so her arms are in front of her. I assume this main character's head is right in front of the nun.
Yeah.
If she's drinking it, she's holding that thing up, like, between the arms, up into her face, so it should be right in the nun's face.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Like, oh, what are you doing there? Just a little sip of something while I strangle you? Oh, no,
The
no.
nun pulls her up, and, like, right before she spits out the blood of Jesus Christ, she looks at the nun, and the nun looks down at the empty vial. So, like, in this
She even
moment...
gives her a beat?
So in this moment, the nun looks at it just like, oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Should have been paying closer attention.
Oh my god.
Insanely entertaining.
She just gave her a beat to be like...
She just gave her a beat, and then it's like... She knows what Jesus' blood tastes like. That's fucked up.
Somewhat salty, but a little tart. I really want someone...
You know those breads?
I really want
church
someone to
exactly
meme that.
like
I would love for someone to just fucking meme that and just be like... And I thought, when you said, like, that she was looking at the nun, I thought you said that she was just gonna have, like, a one-liner and then spit the water. I'm like, that makes it even less fucking... Someone's gonna meme that and just be like, hey, look at this. Like, I don't know, just out of random, just be like, oh man, look at this. There's a new trailer for whatever. And then all you see is the scene of...
Yeah, anyway, that was the nun. And the whole Conjuring thing kind of blew my mind, how weirdly successful that's been.
That's
also,
insane.
there are 3 more movies in the works for it.
Of course.
There's another just hard spin-off called The Crooked Man. There's The Conjuring
really?
3.
Oh, dude, that's like one of my favorite fucking stories, though. I really like The Crooked Man. I really like The Crooked Man, dude.
Conjuring 3. The Crooked Man.
No nun too.
Yeah.
No Nun 2.
Remind me to show you guys The Crooked Man after, because that one's really good. I actually think that one might be pretty good.
Cool.
It's pretty cool
It sounds
story.
familiar, actually.
It's really good. So this weekend was fun for the whole family for me.
It was fun.
Oh, you had a Whale and Palooza.
I didn't have a Whale and Palooza, no. But I did have a bachelor's party I went to for a friend of mine who's getting married.
Nice. Probably.
I don't want to name drop him, but I don't have very many friends getting married, so there it is. You know who you are now. We went out to... first of all, he didn't know anything about it, which is pretty funny.
That's pretty sick.
So we went downtown, we went down for lunch. And when we went downtown, like, he went to go with his father-in-law. And, like, all he thought of was just like, oh, I'm going out for brunch, whatever. And then when he showed up downtown, we were all there. And he, like, there was 10 of us. No joke. So he was just like, what the fuck? So after that, we went to eye combat laser tag.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever done it?
No, but laser tag.
I 100% suggest it. It is not fucking cheap. But if you have the time and the funds, I would suggest it. So when we went to iCombat, one of my friends works there, so he got us a pretty good deal on it. But when we were there, we decided, like, when we went in there, they have their guns, and, like, I shit you not, these are like real fucking M16s, but they just have, like, the little laser thing on it. Like, they weigh the same as a real gun. And, like, the belts you have on and the fucking head strap thing and the chest thing, they all weigh the same. So you're heavy as shit. And you're just like, well, this is fucked. Like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to deal with this. And they also have, like, the belt. And the belt is the most important thing. Because when you get hit, you get shocked. So you feel when you get hit.
Never mind, it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
No. So, of course, all of us are like, well, we're not pussies. So, we're on a stag party. We're not pussy.
So turn the
so my
shot
buddy
goes all the way up to 11.
No.
And you're like,
So here's the best thing. The best thing happened was I went in and my friend, like I said, who worked there, he was like, I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell one of the guys who works with us when he's getting all the gear ready. He's like, we're going to do roulette. He's going to set them at random ones. And when you go downstairs to go get your gear, he's like, just pick up one and go. So, like, I was like, fuck, alright, sure. And 1 is vibrate. It just vibrates. That's it.
yeah.
5 is a small taze.
Like from an actual taser.
small
You tase like an actual taser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a small tase.
Okay, how high does it go?
5 is
Okay.
the highest.
Okay.
That's good.
And I was like, alright, sure, whatever. So, me and my friends are upstairs, and of course, it's bachelor's party. We were drinking consistently throughout the entire day.
Of course.
But we weren't smashed out of our minds running around with laser guns.
It
We were like
increases
half
your,
cut running
increases
around.
your shock belt conductivity.
Absolutely. So, when I was there, I asked one of my friends, I was like, I have a belt on. He's like, take it off. And I was like, okay. All I needed to know. So, we got all of our stuff on, and like I said, the cool thing is that the M16s that they use, it's like, has like a little fucking grip on it, and like you can look down the sight and everything. The magazines obviously don't have anything in it, but the magazines have CO2 in it. So when you pull the trigger, it still cocks back like you're shooting something to give you the feel of shooting something.
Wow. It's
But-
a lot of realism.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of realism in it. It's great. So when you get hit by one of the targets or whatever, your vest lights up, you get the shock, and it stays lit up and makes a noise or whatever. And I think it does it for 3 or 4 seconds, and you can't get hit again after that. And then once it goes back to normal, then you
get
can
those
get hit.
crucial iframes.
Oh yeah, you get
Like in
these
the war.
crucial iframes. So we went to do the first round. Now I want you to take a quick guess of what mine was on.
5.
Fucking right out the gate. So I got shot and I screamed like a banshee. 'Cause I was just like, ah, fuck. So when someone shot me, they know they got me. So all I hear was, ah! And like I'm running around, and like by the time we got to like the 3rd or 4th round, I was heaving and like drenched in sweat because I was like I ran over, and like everything's tarped down, right? So you could run and just like dive into something for cover and then like blind fire around.
Cool.
So after one of the rounds ended, they're like, all right, everyone come back, because every round was like 3 or 5 minutes. and then we'd come back and then see what we want to do, and might do like a free-for-all or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So we were just like, I was like sitting next to one of the walls, and my buddy looks at me, he goes, "You okay, man?" I'm like, and like, I couldn't feel where it was shocking me anymore, like on my chest. Like, I was just like, I can't feel anything anymore. One of my friend looks at me and he goes, "Man, you're a pussy, like, you gotta put yours on 5. And I'm like, I've been on 5 the whole goddamn time. And he didn't believe me. And then one round we went and everyone went on 5, and almost everyone went back to wherever they were. Because they were like, nah, fuck that. I stayed on 5 the whole time, because after a while, legit, I could not feel it anymore. Because that's probably what happened. No, it's not good. Like, I would get hit and my vest would light up, and I'm like, I didn't feel it, so I guess I got hit. Like,
Wow. This is how you get your superpower.
right? Am I gonna be the shocker?
Repeatedly tased.
Yeah, right. Holy shit! But there was one really funny moment where I was running down one of the rooms, and one guy, like, I seen, like, dive in, and all the lights are off. Like, it's dark. It's not bright out. You can't see shit. So I seen someone, like, dive into a wall, and I was like, oh fuck, and I dove into a corner, and I seen him, like, pull the gun out and just, like, kind of look around, and I pulled my gun out over the wall and just tried blind firing to see if I could hit him.
Yeah.
And then it just went, all you could hear was like, and like we just kept shooting at each other, and I was like, fuck, ah, shit, like, I'm trying to hit him, like, I can't hear, like, any, I can't hear anything, I can't see anything, so I'm not hitting him, and he's not hitting me. And then after, like, an awkward 20 seconds of doing that, it stops, and I hear, "John?" And I'm like, oh fuck, he's on my team. We were just shooting at each other for like a solid 20 seconds, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes.
Brutal.
Dang.
But mind you, the whole time we were gone, we were also with a friend of ours, who was, well, obviously we were with the groom, but then the groom's father and his father-in-law were with us, like, pretty much the whole time. So it was like us and, no, they were best kind. Like, I loved them. They were great. After that, we went to Jack Axe's, which was the first time I ever did it, which was fun. But again, this is by the time we got pretty much half cut on drinking. Like, we got to a point where I was like throwing. I took a sip of my beer, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna throw the axe. Threw the axe, it bounced off the wall or whatever. One of my friends' dads looks at me. He goes, "John, you got a missus? Do you got a girlfriend?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" And he goes, "Well, it's a good thing she's not here today." I said, "Why is that?" And he's like, "Can't shoot a gun, can't throw an axe. So fucking good, are you?" I was like,
Wow.
"Oh fuck!"
Wow.
Oh god, it was so funny.
You were roasted. That was it. That was you complete roasted in every way.
Oh yeah, I was like, "That's it. He's right." Like, I can't. I even tried sending, like, a Snapchat. You know, you always get those Snapchats when people go to Jack Axe's of, like, them throwing it.
Yeah.
It goes in so easily. Man, they must have taken like 1,000,000 takes.
Oh, yeah. When Anthony Bourdain did his Newfoundland episode, they showed that. They showed cut after cut of just thump, thump,
Yeah,
thump,
it's so hard.
thump.
So there was one that was like, I was like, here, Dan, take my phone, like, take a video of me doing it. And he was like, yeah, sure. And then I was like, I'm gonna send this to my girlfriend. So I take the axe, I throw it, bounces immediately off the wall, and the video is me throwing back to Dan. I go, "Don't send that," and it just cuts. And he's like, "I'm sending it." And then after that, we just went back to this place, had a barbecue, and I didn't go home until like 1 o'clock.
Nice.
So
Groovy.
I was just dead to the world after that. Good thing I had 2 days off after that, because whew, I was gone to the world.
Man.
Gone with the wind.
Well, let's talk about Venom. Do you have anything more to say about Venom? Because, like, we also saw Venom.
Venom was good. Fuck off.
Venom
I don't know
was
what
good. Venom
fucking
was
movie
good. I
y'all
agree.
saw.
It was this goofy, almost like 90s ass thing where they're all being.
Like, I
Such
feel
a
a little bit
horror
conflicted
version of
about it
PG.
because it's
Is this going to be our
It's
Iron
so-
Man 3 again?
I
No.
enjoyed it all the way through. I was entertained the whole time. But like, it was like when Connor saw Suicide Squad. It was really just, I love the idiot movie.
I love the idiot.
Yeah.
Like
Like-
the end credits rolled, and burst out in laughter, just like, oh my god.
Because it ends like the movie's been a comedy.
Yeah.
The movie
ends like a buddy cop.
It's set up like a romantic comedy where Eddie Brock, with Venom inside. Venom is inside Eddie Brock, and Venom really wants to get his girlfriend back. But she doesn't know that he still has Venom
like,
inside.
if you replace Venom with, like, the ghost of a family member or something, trying to help Tom Hardy get his lady back, like, it writes itself. It's a romantic comedy. I will say this, though.
Obviously, spoilers.
Props to Tom
Venom.
Hardy. He kind of nailed it.
Dude,
like,
listen.
his performance is pretty solid. Like,
Tom Hardy's
all
one
the
of
way
those
through.
actors where, like, I don't even need to know what the movie's about. I'm probably gonna go see it. Like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's another one of those people. I don't even need to see what the movie's gonna be about. I'm probably just gonna see it
I don't know.
anyway. I don't know. He's one of them.
He does
where
a
it's
lot
just-
of
He's
these
just
movies.
entertaining.
Yeah, that movie Baywatch.
I haven't seen that.
Oh,
I still gotta
saw,
show
like-
you guys Hercules.
I saw,
That
like-
one was like my favorite
What?
one.
We saw
Hercules in
Hercules
theaters.
together.
Yeah, I know. We gotta watch it again.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Like, we gotta
I
go
love
see
that
that again.
movie.
I fucking love that movie too.
That
It's so
Baywatch
good.
movie was hot garbage. I saw like half of it while Drew was watching it.
I haven't seen Skyscraper. That looks good. I heard it was Skyscraper was just like Die Hard done again, and I was like, sign
Die
me up.
Hard, but again.
Yeah, you want to talk about Mandy?
Yeah.
So me and Quinn saw Mandy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, I got home from Mandy, it was like midnight, and I was just like, I can't go to bed now, like, I gotta be up. I'm just like, whoa,
Fuck.
busting my brain here.
It was insanely weird. Like,
Yeah?
the genre of movie that it is heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
The movie's heavy
The
metal.
movie is there's honestly like there's no other genre to describe it as.
The only other description I can come up with is like art house Evil Dead.
What?
Yeah, like it's got
That sounds
tons
fucking
of
awesome.
aesthetic, like long slow shots, like colors and
Ooh.
use of lighting and stuff.
Yeah, like
But then also like Nic Cage just fighting demons and
Yeah.
hillbillies with a giant
Just
fucking-
hamming it up.
Nic Cage.
Well, it's like the movie. It does a thing where like the first maybe 40 minutes, it's just this super like glacially slow, not much happening, like a dream, like a hippie dream, and then things take a turn, and then Nic Cage is like, "Fuck!" It's a revenge movie, basically.
Nice,
It's a revenge movie.
okay.
When Nic Cage starts to take his revenge, he becomes a blacksmith, I guess, and he smiths
I
this
guess.
giant like H.R. Geiger
it
style
looks like a
two-hand
Klingon
battle
sword.
axe.
It's fucked.
Oh my god.
And then it shows the title screen, Mandy, and it's like, oh. And then from there, the movie is a roller coaster.
I have to fucking.
This
I'll have to
movie
you
watch it.
absolutely
I'll
need
have
to see
to watch
this
it.
movie.
I'll have to,
Movie is
like, rent it or
Nick
something. Holy
Cage
shit.
crossed with Evil Dead, crossed with John Wick,
Oh my god.
crossed with some.
But it also has like a
Something
surprising
artsy.
amount of like heart. Because that whole
Yeah.
40 minutes is setting up the whole context for the revenge thing.
And like the.
I thought that was like a horror movie.
Like
Like whenever I see
it's
like
dark. It's a very dark movie.
Yeah,
It's
whenever I
extremely
seen
gory.
Yeah, whenever I seen all the things, I was like, is this a horror movie? Like, what is this?
It was like it's a horror movie the same way Evil Dead is.
Yeah.
Which it's not. It's more like action.
yeah, okay.
You know,
Like
horror
Army of
style.
Darkness and all that shit. Well, Army of Darkness was more like
And, like-
the action. Anyway.
The movie, the thing is, this movie is also made very clearly in kind of like with the knowledge of who Nic Cage is and what he does
Oh, that's
that makes
great,
him Nick
Yeah.
Cage.
Oh yeah, they give him they say these days that Nic Cage is as good as what you give him, and they gave him a lot.
They give him a lot. There are,
I feel like Nick Cage is just gonna be the new Bruce Campbell.
and the thing is,
like
and
later
the thing
on
is,
in
there are
his years.
some like Nick Cage things that you expect, some like big Nick Cage moments where he goes like full Cage, but then there are some like subtle, smaller lines that he just says, and I just burst out laughing because I'm just like,
Yo.
dude, you're obsessed with Superman. Shut up.
What was the movie that he was like? He had like a mustache, and like there was this one scene in the movie where he was just like, "Open it, open it, open it, open it, open it,
was it
open
is
it,
that the old
open it, open it." What?
Is that the old one?
I can't remember, but it was one movie. It wasn't. I don't think it was half old. Like it's pretty recent, I think.
Recent one.
But there was just fucking scene with that in it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, and he
There's a
just
scene
doesn't
in this
stop.
movie that is honestly iconic.
Yeah.
It's
No, I heard a podcast talking about this. I went back and re-listened to the podcast recommending the movie. They call it the bathroom scene.
the bathroom scene. It's like
I'm gonna have to
it could
watch
be
that
its
later.
own film.
It
It is
is-
so good.
Yeah.
God damn.
There's so much there's not like there's so much. Oh, it's a lot.
It's a lot?
Yeah, it communicates a lot.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
It's,
Jesus. That sounds awesome.
but yeah.
Speaking of that, like I really want to watch like a lot more like of the classic horror movies because I feel like I missed out on a lot
want to
of
do stuff
them.
like that too.
Yeah.
The director, Panos Cosmatos, son of George Cosmatos, who did Rambo 2 or
shit,
a Rambo
really?
movie and some other
Rambo
random
1
movies.
You mean First Blood? Rambo First Blood Part 2?
Couldn't tell you shit about Rambo. But he has one other movie that also I looked at the trailer the other night. Also seems like a fucked up dream.
Nice.
I want to see that as well now.
The two horror movies at the top of my list that are classics are I have to see Alien, I have to see The Shining.
You haven't seen
I've
Alien?
seen Alien.
You've seen Alien?
Yes.
What?
Oh, I only saw it like a year ago, but I
No.
saw it.
You haven't seen Alien?
No, I haven't seen
Oh my
Alien.
god, we're watching Alien together.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Okay.
We're gonna watch Alien together. You're gonna love
I mean,
that
it's
movie.
spooky months. We should watch. I think we should watch Alien. We should get John to see Mandy.
Do you want to watch Alien tonight?
Maybe? Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, we could probably do that. I want to see. Yeah,
I have to see The Shining. I keep thinking of
The
that.
Shining.
I need to see The Shining.
I have to
too.
I keep.
You ever seen
thinking-
the first Halloween? Like John Carpenter's?
Ooh, no, I
Like the
do
first
want to
one?
see
I watched
that
that
though.
too because they had a
Very
trailer
good.
for I thought it was gonna be a trailer for the new one, but they're actually just
Oh, they're
releasing-
redoing the old one?
redoing the old one in theaters,
Nice.
and it did look good. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen it? Like Halloween? Have you seen it, Connor? No? It's really good. And
I'm
trying to get.
huge into slasher movies, but
That was, like,
I
the
feel
first
like
one.
I should see the essential ones.
Yeah, that's like the first one. That started it all pretty
Yeah.
much. Well, debatable. Like I guess The Mummy could have technically been the first slasher movie because it does follow a lot of
That's
the
a mummy.
conventions. It follows a lot of the conventions, but like when people think of like the slasher genre, it's mostly like Michael Myers. But I remember my girlfriend. We've been trying to like get her to watch more horror movies because she's really doesn't like horror movies. She watched Alien and she loved Alien and Aliens.
That's probably a
Those are
point I
great.
should make about myself. I watch a lot of horror movies.
Yeah.
And I still suck at it.
Yeah,
Which-
you're really not that great at it. No offense.
Seeing The Nun was actually especially bad because I was alone, just sitting in center of the theater, just with my hands on my face, looking at this screen like, something loud.
But yeah, we're trying to get her like more used to like more of the. She wants to just see like the classic horror films anyway.
Yeah.
And I was saying to her like, yeah, we could probably watch like. When I was thinking of classic horror movies, I was like, oh man, like John Carpenter's Halloween.
The Thing.
Like Halloween, man, we gotta see Halloween. And then I realized, no, it's probably the worst thing to show her because like that's one of her biggest fears is a home invader. Like that is literally what he is. And I was like, yeah, maybe I won't do that one. But yeah, I think the next one I'm gonna show her is Predator, which isn't really a horror movie, but like it's just a good fucking movie.
It's kind of one of those ones
Yeah.
that's horror action-y.
Like I don't consider Aliens horror. I call it
No,
like a
I've heard that
suspenseful action
Aliens
movie.
is
I didn't
an
see
action.
plural Aliens.
No, I would consider Aliens like suspenseful action film.
Yeah.
So it's like Predator then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would consider Predator more of a suspenseful action film. But like Alien, that's a horror film, hands down.
Yeah.
You ever see The Exorcist?
No. I
That's
didn't
a
see
good
that
one,
one
too.
too. That's
I haven't seen that either.
That's still like held in high regard as like the greatest horror movie ever made.
I've
Yeah.
heard that.
And I still sort of agree with that because
I'm half interested in almost seeing what kind of like some of the more weird bullshit horror movies like Hellraiser.
After
After Mandy?
Pinhead, yeah.
The
sick.
Fly.
I don't know if that's a dark path
Oh no,
to get into weird.
Hellraiser's
But
really good.
like, isn't there a whole series though?
No, there's like there's Hellraiser, and then there's like Pinhead, and like the other
Okay.
movies with him in
You should
it.
see that movie, Jacob's Ladder.
I'd watch Jacob's Ladder. That looks like a whole.
Yeah.
Because that's like a Silent Hill precursor. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to like. I remember like one year. I can't remember when it was. Probably 2 or 3 years ago. I went back and I watched like the old horror movie. Like I'm talking like Bela Lugosi's Dracula and like
Oh yeah.
Woof.
Boris
his name?
Karloff. Boris
Karloff
Karloff.
flicks the lights in SpongeBob.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Oh yeah,
I've seen
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu is like a silent film though.
Yeah,
so
that's
like
even
that's,
older,
that's even
probably.
older.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking like
Honestly,
1930s.
that has
like,
a few moments that are creepy as shit. And part of it is like accidental because I'm watching it, I'm like, it looks all old and broken, and you just see him from the distance. He looks like the Slender Man.
Yeah.
Because
Like
his
his
face
silhouette
is like sheet
alone.
white, and he's got these huge fucking hands.
Yeah.
And you just see him in the window, and I can't remember what he does. He either just like disappears, or he just straight up like slides off the screen. I was like, no, I'm out.
Yeah, no, I remember watching like all the really old ones like that, and they were like, I mean, for the time, really good, I guess. Like I remember again, like I watched like Cinemassacre, and he was saying, like James Rolfe was saying that like Dracula, they made 2 versions of Dracula when they came out. There's Bela Lugosi had the English one, and then they made a Spanish one.
Mm-hmm.
They used the same sets and everything, like the same plot, but it was just different actors speaking Spanish.
Oh, okay.
And like apparently the guy who played Dracula in the Spanish one was like almost better. Like
Cool.
he was almost better than Bela Lugosi.
I do highly recommend Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
That movie was creepy. It's not scary, but it's one of the creepiest movies.
Cool.
Cause I don't know, like something about it. I was like watching it. I was like, man, this is one of these ones where you just totally go insane with the main character, and at every turn you're like, something good will happen. And nope, it didn't.
Honorable mention for an 80s horror movie. It's just, to me anyway, it's a goofy horror movie. Basket Case.
I don't know what that is.
Basket Case is about this guy who had he had like a Siamese twin brother that got cut off of him, but he didn't want to give him up, so now he has like this weird like blob thing of a fucking brother in a basket.
Ew, gross.
But like it's kind of half played like, but I love my brother, and like he's just this weird kid. And like he gets a girlfriend, and then like the weird basket. It's fucking
gross.
weird. It's honestly really weird. But like when you're watching it, you're kind of thinking to yourself like, oh man, like this could honestly be half sweet if the brother wasn't this fucking amalgamate.
I'm
of
just
the floor.
picturing that weird little sick baby from PT.
So you're not far off, honestly. You're not far
With the little
off.
dinosaur arms and the huge head.
I'm picturing the Game Grumps now, the crab dream.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh god. But yeah, those are some good ones. And you know what? Hey, if you have any good horror films you want to suggest to us, leave a comment below.
Yeah.
If you made it this far.
If you made it this far,
And you want to leave
spooky cast.
Yeah, for the spooky
You
cast.
should also. I mean, you're probably wrapping up, but also.
Yeah.
I meant to say a minute ago, I guess.
Okay.
Hereditary, best horror movie this year so far, probably, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
That or
In
a
terms
Quiet
of,
Place,
a classic. Oh, I never saw Quiet Place.
That or a
I like
Quiet
it more than
Place.
A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still think it would be a tie between those for me.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, A Quiet Place is a totally different kind of movie.
yeah, absolutely.
Mandy's gonna be
Like-
up there for me for movies this year, though.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I gotta
for-
see
I'm
it.
finally
see
and
it.
it's only now that I'm starting to be like, oh yeah, I've seen enough good movies this year that I could talk about it at the end of the
You
year.
know what A
Yeah.
Quiet Place is? A Quiet Place is, I would say, the pinnacle. If all you see is plot holes, you're watching the movie wrong.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place, that is pinnacle.
Right. Because the movie is very. I haven't seen it, but it seems very clear that it's not about the literal things.
Not
that are
even
happening.
Yeah.
remote. Like, it could not be more obvious that that's not what the movie's about.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, if you have any good horror films you wanna suggest, please let us know, because I'm down. I want to see more of that
I'm
shit.
I'm extremely jazzed to enjoy spooky movie month now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm all
me too.
for it. So now you're an hour closer to your weekend.
We have one more thing, though, because this is going to be the first episode with the new digs.
Yeah.
It is. Ooh. You remember when we were
Thanks,
funny?
Mason.
Oh yeah, shoutouts to Mason for making the sick
Yeah, man.
whole thing in front of your face.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right.
Do you wanna just like cut and put that at the beginning instead?
No. I'm
No.
not gonna do that.
Wow.
I might maybe.
You're leaving all this in,
if
aren't
I
you?
put, yeah, obviously.
Oh shit!